Alright, this will be a trade recap for Monday, May 19th, 2025. So here's what the market looked like before open. Pretty much in an uptrend recently. However, the past just recent sessions we've been seeing some weakness. Not really recent sessions, but just overnight through the weekend. So I was watching, if you look at this 5-minute chart, this level, this 5,920, and then this level, these 5,895 areas. I was pretty much just watching for a break either of this level for continuation to the upside, and then at this level I was watching either for long reversal or break and retest to the downside. So here's that. The setup I took was on a reclaim of 5,920. I'd like to see the level hold for long continuation. Let's get into the trade. I'll show this real quick. Got in here, stopped out, got right back in because the setup held. I scaled just one lot here right before 2R because there was some possible red flags up here, and then this next scale was 2R. Same thing with this as the first. Seen some red flags right around this high of day, looking like there's weakness. So I wanted to protect myself a little bit more. Then market sold out of that, and then this was my final target right here that got hit. Now looking at the actual trade, at 9:30 the market opens up extremely strong, breaking just above that 5,920 level. Where is it? Okay, here's that 5,920. We broke just above. And it's really 5,919. Anyways, we broke above, and on that move, looking at the tape, there was extremely aggressive buying here on the open. I mean, price just shot straight up, over 10 points on that first candle. And what that did was it left behind on the depth of market 2 low volume nodes, which are key areas for me to watch for trend continuation on pullbacks. You can see this one here from around the 20s to the 18s. And then this one right here, it's not as clean. But you have this body here, this body here. Without that, this looks super clean. But this is another low volume node I was watching. So those 2 levels are marked out by these green zones. And at this point, I was simply watching for one of these 2 zones to hold for the upside. And I took this trade with slightly less size because if you look at that 5,920 level I was talking about, the break of that level wasn't super strong yet. So typically I'd like a strong break of, here's that 5,920 level, like a strong break above and then retest this level and hold. But I was getting in on these pullbacks, so I went with less size because we hadn't technically broken that higher time frame level yet, but we were breaking above this in pre-market res, and there was the low volume nodes, which are great confirmation. So I get in on this pullback, stop out by 1 tick. However, I see that my next area of low volume is holding, get another entry, and I ride this thing up. My eventual final target was just these 3 4s right here. Just this previous rejection area, and that's where I got my final scale out, but got a lot of it out on the way up here. Market has been rallying since then. I didn't catch all of it, but that's not what trading's about. Just need a piece of the pie. Alright, that's it for this one.